Friends, today we're going to begin with zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. So you know what that means. I have to put on my helmet because there's no oxygen in space. So you have to have a shield over your face and you have oxygen in your suit. There's not a gap here. It's all one. And then you can breathe when you're in space. You can breathe the oxygen that's in your suit. So let's stand up and sing, zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. And stand up and do the dance with me. We're going to start with movement today. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Gentle landing. Let's do it one more time. Are you ready? Get your hands out. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Safe landing. Oh, that's such a great song. All right, speaking of getting ready to go to the moon, let's get out our sticks and we are going to sing, oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're going out to space. Let me take off my helmet. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot. We have to get ready to get into the rocket ship. My goodness. First, I better put my helmet back on. There we go. First, we have to climb the ladder. Astronauts, it is time for you to board the rocket ship. Climb the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rungs. Push the button to open the door. Climb inside. Close the door. Sit down in your astronaut seat. Put on your seat belts. Shoulder to hip. Other shoulder. Cross your chest. That tickles. And around your waist. And around your feet. All right, space station, we are ready for takeoff. Get your gears. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're heading out to space. What shall we see today? Will we see a satellite circling the earth? What shall we see today? By the sun, by the moon, by an asteroid or two, bonk. Oh, you gotta watch out for those asteroids. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're heading out to space. What shall we see today? I see the planet Jupiter. It's a great big planet with clouds around it. Oh, we're heading out to space and oh, we're floating out in space. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're floating out to space. What shall we see today? Will we see the great big planet of Jupiter? That's what we'll see today. What else will we see? Oh, we'll see the planet Saturn with the great big rings. That's what we'll see today. And we'll see the planet Mars that is bright red. That's what we'll see today. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're heading out to space. What shall we see today? We will see a satellite circling the earth. That's what we'll see today. By the sun, by the moon, by an asteroid or two, bonk. Oh, you gotta watch out for those asteroids. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're sailing out to space. That's what we'll see today. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're sailing out to space. In space, what shall we see today? We will see great big stars and the Milky Way. That's what we'll see today. By the sun, by the moon, by an asteroid or two, bonk. Ouch! You have to watch out for those asteroids. Oh, we're in a rocket ship and we're coming back to Earth. That's what we saw today. Coming in for landing. Shh, splash! We landed in the ocean, floating around. Open the hatch. Hello, everyone. We're back. Oh, I love that song so much. Speaking of moons, here's a song about the moon. It's a new song. Mr. Moon, you're out too soon. The sun's still up in the sky. Go back to bed and cover your head and wait till the night is nigh. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. The stars are shining bright. At last here comes the night, and we'll be dreaming soon beneath the silvery moon. Oh, let's try that again. This song has 3 parts. Here's the first part. Mr. Moon, this is the crescent moon. Remember that's the sign for moon. Mr. Moon, you're out too soon. The sun's still up in the sky. Go back to bed and cover your head and wait till the night is nigh. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. Good job, Madeline. The stars are shining bright. At last here comes the night, and we'll be dreaming soon beneath the silvery moon. One more time. Sing it with me. Get your moons ready. Mr. Moon, you're out too soon. The sun's still up in the sky. Go back to bed and cover your head and wait till the night is nigh. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, sweet sings the fair cuckoo. The stars are shining bright. At last here comes the night, and you'll be dreaming of the moon and sleeping, I have a really favorite book today called Harry and Horse. Harry and Horse are the best of buddies, and Harry has a very vivid imagination. Let's read this book. It's by Katie Van Camp. This is Harry. This is Harry's horse. Nay! Let's see what's going to happen in this book. It's nighttime, and Harry is in his bed. I can see the moon outside and the stars. That's Harry's room. It was way past bedtime, and Harry was not tired. Neither was Horsey. The moon was keeping them awake. It was shining on the shelf where Harry's brand new super duper bubble blooper had been put away for the night. Come on, Harry whispered. Wherever Harry went, Horsey went, so they crept across the room. Harry knew exactly how to get his bubble blooper down. And of course, Horsey helped. Uh-oh, they better be careful they don't fall. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Some bubbles were shooting out in all shapes and sizes. They filled Harry's room. Bloop, 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 bloop. They bounced off the ceiling. They bumped into the walls. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, Harry has all of these planets hanging from his ceiling. Then a bubble picked up Harry's train. Bloop! It floated right out the window. What? Harry laughed as he chased the bubbles. More of them scooped up his cars and his planes and his shoes. Bloop went his books and bloop went his whirligigs, and then all of a sudden a giant bubble flew by and swept up Horsey! Oh, and he floated into space. Horsey! Called Harry back on Earth. Oh no! There was no time to lose. Harry put on his helmet and grabbed his goggles. Then he jumped aboard his rocket ship and took off to find his friend. Harry blasted past Venus and did a loop around Mars, but there was no sign of Horsey. Harry didn't find Horsey on Saturn either, but he did find his cars. They were racing around Saturn's rings, tearing toward the finish line. Go, Red! Harry cheered. Then he took off for the Milky Way. When he arrived, he saw something moving among the stars, but it wasn't Horsey. It was Kitty. She was having a lovely time in space, with milk drops on her whiskers and stardust on her face. "Have you seen Horsey?" Harry asked. Kitty shook her head and mewed. Meow, meow, meow. Can you meow like a kitty? Meow, meow, meow. Harry was really starting to worry. He missed Horsey. Where could Horsey be? Then in the distance, Harry saw something on the edge of the crescent moon. Could it be? Do you see? Oh my gosh. Hold on, horsey! Hold on! I'm coming! Fast! Super fast! Way too fast! Harry steered clear of a comet and swooped around a satellite. Hold on, horsey! Then, when he finally at last arrived, Harry jumped onto the moon and was slid down to rescue his friend, Horsey. Harry was very happy to see Horsey, and Horsey was happy to see Harry too. Let's head home right now, said Harry, hugging Horsey tight. Next time we go on an adventure, let's go together, all right? Horsey liked that idea. And Harry hopped into bed and hugged Horsey tight. The end. Good night, Horsey. Good night. I love that song. Oh my goodness. When they were in space, they saw a flying saucer. Who's in that flying saucer? Let's check it out. Martians? Martians are in the flying saucer? There's a crazy looking little Martian with so many eyes. Here's another little orange Martian with spikes all over. Here is a yellow Martian with eyeballs on top of his head. That's crazy. Here is a pink Martian with pink pinchers. Pretty pink pinchers. Pinch, 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 pinch. Here is another Martian that's so crazy it has hands coming out of its head. Now that is silly. All right, let's sing the song. 5 little Martians in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. Looking left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one Martian flew away. Goodbye! Leaving, help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little Martians in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. Looking left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one Martian flew away. Goodbye! Leaving how many? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 little Martians in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. Looking left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one Martian flew away. Goodbye! Leaving how many? That's right, 2. 2 little Martians in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. Looking left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one Martian flew away. Goodbye! Leaving the eyeball Martian. Help me sing. 1 little Martian in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. Looking left and right, but it didn't like the sight, so one Martian flew away. No little Martians in a flying saucer sailed out in space one day. No little Martians in a flying saucer. all of them sailed away. Goodbye. Goodbye, Martians. Guys, get out from and your egg. And we're going to sing, the stars are popping out like popcorn. I love that song so much. Let me tip this down a little bit so that you can see me with my drum. Are you ready? Here we go. And I'm going to put my egg to the side. Hands up. Here we go. You put the oil in the pot and you let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and you start to grin, and then sizzle, 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 pop! I said pop, pop, pop. 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 The stars are popping out like popcorn. The stars are popping out of control. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The stars are popping out like popcorn. So go ahead and get yourself a bowl. The Milky Way is looking so creamy. The Milky Way is looking so sweet. The Milky Way is looking so dreamy, good enough to eat. The stars are popping out like popcorn. The stars are popping out of control. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The stars are popping out like popcorn. So go ahead and get yourself a, go ahead and get yourself a, go ahead and get yourself a bowl. Yum. I think Kitty liked the Milky Way because she had stardust all over her face and milk dripping down her chinny chin kitty cat chin. That's right. All right. Guys, let's sing with our kitchen utensils. Be sure to have a spatula and a potato masher. And of course, you need a ladle. Are you ready? Speaking of the moon, let's sing. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. He played upon a masher, a masher, a masher. He played upon a masher, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. He played upon a spatula, spatula, spatula. He played upon a spatula, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. His eyes were made of meatballs, meatballs, meatballs. His eyes were made of meatballs, and his name was Aikendrum. His nose was made of strawberries, strawberries, strawberries. His nose was made of strawberries, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. His ears were made of pancakes, pancakes, pancakes. His ears were made of pancakes, and his name was Aikendrum. His cheeks were made of ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. His cheeks were made of ice cream, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. His hair was made of spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. His hair was made of spaghetti, and his name was Aikendrum. His chin was made of chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. His chin was made of chocolate, and his name was Aikendrum. There was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aikendrum. He played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aikendrum. I would like to eat Aikendrum, especially the chocolate on its chin. Wow. Excellent, friends. What a fun day today. Let's get our twinkle fingers on, and we'll sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Are you ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Guys, I just had a wonderful time singing with you today. Let's end with Skidamarinky Dinky Dink because it has the moon in the song. Are you ready? Get your arms ready. Skidamarinky Dinky Dink, Skidamarinky Doo. I love you. Skidamarinky Dinky Dink, Skidamarinky Doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skidamarinky Dinky Dink, Skidamarinky Doo. I love you and you and you and you and you and you and you. Yeah. Mwah. I do love you. Have a great day today. Okay. So how did you make that? What is it made out of?
Lego.
Oh, that's so cool. And what is inside the rocket ship?
Again.
Yes. It's not Horsey. It's not Harry. A little pink pig! That is so fun. Thank you so much, Olivia, for sharing that with us. All right, friends, I'll see you tomorrow.